This fight is brought to you by J. Duncanson Roofing, a family-owned company since 2007, specializing in all your roofing needs.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the third fight of the evening. It is being brought to you by J. Duncanson Roofing. This fight is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the XKO bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the Young Ideas blue corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in 135 pounds. Representing Spartan MMA and Carlson Gracie Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Fighting out of El Paso, Texas, Roxy Ceasear. Across the cage, her opponent, fighting out of the Jim Ross red corner, trained in kickboxing, karate, and jiu-jitsu. She stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in 136 pounds, making her professional debut, representing Guy Metzger's Combat Sports Club, fighting out of Dallas, Texas, Audrey. Before the action begins, referee Aladdin Martinez.
All right, ladies, I want you to protect yourself at all times. Watch back the heads, watch your low blows, touch gloves. Break the corners, I'll call you out.
Roxy will be in the black shorts, red Nike top. Audrey Drew in the all black. Audrey Drew's gonna have the reach advantage here in her professional MMA debut.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our third fight of the evening. Audrey Drew representing Guy Metzger's Combat Sport Club, and Roxy Ceasear coming back to from El Paso here at XKO representing.
Tell you, man, sometimes it's just fun to watch. Just for watching, just listen.
You know, one way for Roxy Ceasear to describe herself, she's tough. She loves standing up. She loves on the ground. She's a freestyle fighter. Ruthless is how she trains. Get this. Not only is she a full-time mom, but she's a massage therapist by day. A massage therapist by day and a fighter by night.
And to have, and to have a family.
Right.
I mean, huge props. I tell you, women, power to the ladies.
I'll tell you, you talk
power
about
to the ladies.
When you read off Audrey Drew's resume, karate, boxing, jiu-jitsu, full contact kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and MMA. She started her martial art journey at age 7 with Guy Metzger, and she's undefeated in MMA on her amateur career. She's 3-0 as an amateur. And her whole entire tutelage has been through Guy Metzger.
Yeah, and she is a truly talented fighter. And you can see with the way she throws her side kicks, things like that, kind of switches up a little bit. Kind of a traditional side kick, but she uses it well for an MMA style.
The thing is, the last time that Roxy Ceasear was here, she faced Alice Yager. And the thing is, Audrey Drew kind of has that same body symmetry. Tall, lean, strong reach.
Of Alice, yes. Yeah, her and Alice. But and here's the thing. Roxy is going to have to press this and make it ugly.
Oh, and the thing is about Roxy, man, she is a great dirty boxer. That's the thing about her. If it goes to the ground, expect Roxy to get dirty in there with some elbows, and it's going to be bloody. It's going to be bloody.
Well, right now, the way things are going, she's just target practice for Drew. I mean, that's all there is to it. I mean, the way this is how it's coming across to me, and so Roxy needs to do something here, and to me, that's close the distance, shut this down, put Drew up against the cage, put her up against the cage. Make her fight a different way, because right now you're letting her just kind of pick your ass apart.
The thing is, you were saying the first round is always a round you want to test it out. Now, that's not a luxury that you want to bank your fight on, because in 3 minutes it could be over. So you want to quickly assess your opponent, find the weaknesses, find the timing, and if anything, go in for a shoot. Shoot in. If you're tired of it, 3 minutes have already expired. It's a 3-minute round fight.
Yeah, and listen, this isn't even a sparring round right now. This has been like moving target practice.
And you look at Roxy Ceasear, she looks a little frustrated. Well,
this is where we talk about having to have a
Ladies and
switch.
gentlemen, will Eric
She's gonna flip that
Rodriguez
switch
from
in her
Grand
head that
Prairie,
says, no matter
Texas,
what
head
it
over to
takes,
the
no matter
Young
what I gotta do,
Ideas booth near the
even if it, now don't get pissed off to the point that it makes you reckless, but you should be upset and you should take that and make that your focus, because you just got your ass beat in the first round, and that is not Roxy. That's not Roxy.
You know, and I'll tell you what, you look, and I know Roxy. I know her as a fighter up here. She knows where the gas pedal is at. She knows where to turn it on. Is she going to turn it on when it's too late in the rounds and you're relying
that's just the thing.
on a knockout
That's just
or a
the
TKO?
That's just the thing, because Audrey Drew is not going to get tired.
Exactly.
She is a specimen.
Right.
She is a phenomenal fighter. Yes, this is her pro debut.
Right.
But it's just, doesn't matter. I mean, there's no nerves here.
I mean, you look at Audrey Drew, just that jab alone. She hasn't even thrown her right hand yet, and that jab alone is stopping, if it's not putting back Roxy 3 steps back to the cage, just with a jab alone.
Yeah.
Imagine if she unleashes that hook or lands that right.
Yeah, and she throws that lead leg kick and masterfully, be it too quick to the body, quick to the leg, side kick to the head, round kick, whatever. And I like the way Audrey uses keeps that elbow up and tight.
You know, the thing is, we were introduced to Audrey Drew. She was supposed to fight for XKO, suffered an injury, setback, and she's having a hard time finding an opponent. So this has been a lot of build-up just for this moment.
Yeah.
A lot of setbacks, and how frustrating that is. And now you're in here. It's anxiety, it's the nerves, it's the excitement, a lot going on in there. Finally, this moment has come. Wow, it's already here. Now what do I do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, for sure. God bless him, right there. I mean, she's. I mean, it's just kind of picking apart Roxy. Roxy's bleeding. Every time. Look, if I'm in Roxy's corner, I'm like, every time she looks like she's going to pick her leg up,
she takes a step back.
Then you need to charge in right then and there and get in her grill.
You know the thing about Roxy, she has great low center of gravity, which means if it goes to the ground and she, is on the mount, it could potentially go and you can use that in your favor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sabrina Garcia was that way.
Oh, yeah, the Machina was amazing.
The Machina was that way.
Well, and there you go. There you go. And she had an opportunity right there. She should have held on to it because.
But you saw how long her arms are to keep that 3-point stand.
Oh, I know. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
A big shout out to those of you in El Paso watching your girl Roxy Ceasear out here in Dallas. #1 promotion for MMA.
Here we go. All right, now what can she do?
This is what I was talking about. Low center of gravity.
You got less than a minute. What can you do?
Now you got to be careful. Watch the back of the head.
You got to watch the back of the head. Now look, let's see. She's going for guillotine here.
She broke it off because she got that weight trap.
Yeah, exactly.
Now go for it again. You need to go for the go. You have your left arm is under the armpit, bad position.
Yeah, and to fall down like that.
She's going to break through from that.
That's old. That's kind of an old school mentality that just isn't going to work, and it shows. And now I'm afraid that Audrey Drew is just going to go ahead and handle some damage.
Now we have 15 seconds left in the second round. Good job getting the guard. At least now. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did that just happen?
Oh yeah, Audrey Drew showing her power.
Jeez. Kind of makes me think about Dottie the Bomber Bell.
That's right. Well, and here you go. Roxy, had a little sliver of light there, but again, that's another round for Audrey Drew.
It closed. But here's the thing, though. I commend Audrey Drew for staying composed, ending the round that looked like it could have been closing down with a guillotine.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget our main event still to come.
This is her wheelhouse, is jiu-jitsu, ground fighting. Now, Roxy, your coach better be telling you, listen, you don't look bad on the ground. Let's look at the replay.
Well, here's the thing. You never go for that choke. You just don't go for that choke. First of all,
right, so here it is. She had one arm, and the other arm was not. She should have slipped that other one in.
Which would have been tough, but what she should have done here is just forced it like that. Now, right here, this is where she should have stayed. Get your posture, hold your position, and then strike. should have never have gone for what it can only be called a high-risk maneuver with that type of a choke.
Well, you know, they say hindsight's 20/20. Hopefully the coach is going to give her some good information.
I understand that, but you get rid of a lot of that hindsight through training.
And this is coming from a coach who's worked with a lot of fighters, and they come to you and ask you, what could I have done different? Well, that fight's over with. We got to prepare for the next one. All right, now Roxy is not doing well standing up. She had more hope on the ground.
Yeah, and again, she got to the ground by doing what? She got to the ground by catching a kick, by being aggressive once she caught the kick. So you get away with the same thing if she'll just close the distance with, throw some hands while you're moving in, close that distance. Don't try and stand there and strike with it. You're getting killed.
You know, taking a step back, instead of taking a step back, I like to see Roxy do a side step, a shuffle step. We see it a lot with De La Rosa.
Oh, Mark, yeah, sure.
Mark De La Rosa was great at that side step, circling out, circling in. If Roxy can do that, because she's only going to see when Audrey's going to do that kick. She's going to do a side kick, circle out, catch the leg. Like you're saying, be more aggressive. Right now, you're just...
Your target practice.
Your target practice. And it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't. You don't have to play it safe.
No, and she's playing like she's the taller, lankier fighter, and you can't do that. You've got a lady here who's content to stay at range and just peg your ass at will. Get in on her.
You know,
do something. Get in on her.
You know, if Audrey's going to throw that leg, which she's been very successful in and scoring points, and is probably going to win the fight, unless Roxy
she's gonna have
steps in.
She's going to have to pull in a Hail Mary.
She's going to have to step in, slide the leg to the side, and then go in and attack.
Well, and there she kind of went for a Hail Mary there. Now lock her up. If I'm Roxy, lock her up. Right there, lock her up. Now keep her, pull her in. Don't throw those knees. Get your other arm free and lock her up and keep her close. Don't let her go. You've got her. She hasn't got you. You've got more of her than she does you. Now do something with it. Oh, that's a wicked technique she's using on Roxy right there. That is a standing submission. That is a wicked move. I used to use that quite a bit, standing up on the ground. Oh, you hook the elbow when the arm is bent, and you can really do some damage with it. And man,
especially with your back against the cage, where you're not going anywhere, you're just staying right there.
Yeah, and it's, you know, and no offense, I mean, it's frustrating for the fans. You know, it's like, you know, it's just got to do something here. If it was a more, you know.
20 seconds, 18 seconds left in the round number 3. Looking at our Swallow clock. Great sponsor here at XKO. Swallow clock, time clock, 10 seconds left. If you want to compete with the top watches in the world, go check out swallowclock.com.
And listen, I like Roxy. I really do. She's a great person.
Oh yeah.
But
too late. That's what I was saying. She put the foot on the gas pedal too late.
But to me, that looked like somebody just pulling a paycheck, man. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of fighting action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges score the bout in favor by unanimous decision. Audrey Drew. All right, I'm in here with your winner, Audrey Drew. Congratulations, making your professional debut. 1-0, it feels great coming out of Guy Metzger's Combat Sports Club. All 3 rounds, unanimous decision. Was there any doubt that you did not have a round go your way or go the way that you wanted to?
Absolutely not. I know I controlled the fight. I got a little frustrated in the second round. She got me down, but I think I easily swept her, came back on top. Didn't go exactly to game plan. Of course, I'd like to finish the fight, but considering it's pro debut, I'm pretty excited.
You know, it was really interesting, you know, your length. Now, she faced Alice Yager, which is kind of, and we were talking about the same symmetry as you. Tall, lean, long reach. You used your kicks as a jab and were accurate to a T. You've been training with Guy Metzger since you were 7. Was your game plan to keep it standing up at any point? Were you prepared to go to the ground?
Actually, I was honestly hoping I'd get the win by submission. I think one of the best parts about being as versatile and training so many different arts is she's hard to get down. It's hard for me to be so much taller and get down and be able to get her down to the ground. And she's strong. So the fact that I didn't get her down but was still able to win, yeah, I mean, I started in point karate with Guy when I was 7, so I know how to use those too.
Well, is there anybody that you would like to thank out here tonight?
Absolutely. Big thank you to my corner, Guy Mesger, Ceasear Giroux, David Douglas, have all done so much work with me. One of my best training partners, Rita, Brandon, who also had a fight tonight. It's impossible to win at this level if you don't have a strong team behind you. And I have an incredible team behind me at my gym, an even stronger one behind me at home. My fiance Joe's here somewhere. He better be.
Joe went to the bathroom at the wrong time.
Ran away. But the fact that he has supported me through so much of this, it makes a huge difference when you have people supporting you at home and at the gym.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a hefty round of applause for Audrey Drew.